Wait, Snow White is the villain? Well, Rachel Zegler is for sure. Her press tour felt less like a promotional engagement and more like roasting a movie with a flamethrower.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
But there's a few reasons, so stay tuned. But first, she said that the 1937 Snow White was weird and outdated, and she said that her version won't be dependent on a guy that stalks her.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love.
Honestly, what a strange take on Snow White. I mean, have you ever watched it and thought about its crimes against feminism?
Yeah, me either.
You believe what you believe, and that's a cool idea, but maybe don't insult a fairy tale that people actually love. The bottom line is, don't diss the OG. It's just a story, and it's a beautiful story. Like, do we change Romeo and Juliet just because Romeo kinda stalked her from her backyard?
Since you put it that way.
Another big one is that you kind of inadvertently question a bunch of people's parenting for letting them watch the original, right? And if you think that's a stretch, try asking your friends with kids. Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it.
Don't tell me how to raise my daughter.
Well, don't tell me how to pick my squad.
Man, Little Giants was so dope. And look, we could blame Rachel for everything, but let's be real. Disney's live action streak is more cursed than that stupid apple. Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, they're just kind of copy and paste movies with big actors. And to me, live action remakes were always made for TV movies, right? Remember Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston? My sister made me watch it. That movie aired on TGIF right after Boy Meets World with a chicken tendy dinner. Now Disney wants us to line up at the theaters, pay IMAX prices, and pretend it's not just the same story we grew up with, but now it has Will Smith. And look, I know it's for a new generation this time around, but sometimes parents want to keep the OG traditions going. And I don't really know the insights of the dwarf actor controversy. I do know that I'm on the actor's side, but I don't really know how much this would have made people not want to see the movie if for some reason it wasn't reported on over and over again.
They're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White.
Yeah.
But you're still telling the story of Snow White.
Snow White, yeah.
Seven Dwarfs.
Sure.
Take a step back and look at what you're doing there.
I understand his point of view and his goal of being considered a great actor, not a great dwarf actor, but I really don't think he thought this one out. The actual actors or actors that were up for the parts were cut for CGI dwarves, and I think one of them got to do a voice. So I think you got 6 out of 7 dwarves fired, dude.
Since you put it that way.
Either way, the movie tanked because Rachel Zegler thinks that she's bigger than the movies that she's in, and Disney couldn't be on top forever. So yeah, like and subscribe, or Rachel Zegler will try to cancel Reading Rainbow next.